In Forefront, your class isn't just a loadout, it's your job. Assault isn't just the guy with good guns. Medic isn't just the guy who can heal himself. Engineer isn't just the guy with a rocket launcher. And Recon, well, we'll get to Recon. But if you actually understand what each class is built for, you'll have way more impact in every match. So today, we're going to do a full class guide for Forefront. Assault, Medic, Engineer, and yes, even the campy little sniper class at the end. Now let's get into it.
In perfect sync.
Chopper gunner.
So, Forefront currently has 4 main classes: Assault, Medic, Engineer, and Recon. Now, each one has access to different weapons, gadgets, perks, but the big mistake a lot of players make is treating classes like simple gun choices. They're not. Each class has a role in the match. Assault keeps the push supplied and blows the enemy out of cover. Medic keeps the team alive and keeps the momentum moving. Engineer deals with vehicles, repairs friendly armor, and makes life miserable for enemy pilots and tank crews. And Recon sits on a hill and makes me question their life choices. So let's start with the class you'll probably see the most: Assault. Now, Assault is the explosive specialist. You get assault rifles, LMGs, and shotguns with either a grenade launcher or C4 and unlimited ammo packs. And honestly, this class plays a huge role in most matches. Everyone needs ammo, constantly. If you're playing Assault and you're not throwing down ammo packs, you're wasting one of the most valuable parts of the class. Your job isn't just to shoot people. Your job is to keep your squad supplied so the push doesn't die. So spawn on squad mates, drop ammo, and push forward. Drop more ammo, and keep the pressure going. Just remember, when you place new ammo packs, your older ammo caches disappear. So by default, you can only have 2 active at once, unless you're running that perk, of course. But ammo is only half the story. The real fun of Assault is explosives. Grenade launchers and C4 hit hard, very hard. Yeah, you're great at destroying the environment, walls, cover, buildings, choke points, and if you're skilled enough, even the occasional vehicle. This is where Assault really starts to shine. Don't just shoot at enemies hiding behind cover, remove the cover. If there's a wall in the way, blow it open. If the enemies are hiding in a room, send explosives in first. If a tank is causing your team problems, don't be afraid to pack some C4 on a quad and just ram it straight into them. A dead tank is a massive win for your team. And in close quarters, C4 is disgusting. Almost no one is running flak jacket, and C4 has a huge explosion radius. So if enemies are packed together, you can absolutely farm multi-kills with it. 3 players, 4 players, entire rooms gone if you throw it properly. Now, you do need to be a bit careful though, because C4 is limited. You only get 6 in total, with 3 available initially, and then 3 more as you resupply. So you'll need to respawn to fully restock. So don't waste it. Use it when it matters. But once you get comfortable with Assault, the mindset is simple. Push, push, push. Even in Conquest, you're not there to sit back. You're there to create openings, blow up cover, destroy hiding spots, keep ammo down, and keep the momentum moving. And please get into the habit of throwing 2 grenades when you commit to a fight. 1 grenade is annoying. 2 grenades is pressure. It doubles your chance of catching someone, forces enemies to move, and gives your team breathing room when you clear people out from behind cover. It's hilarious too, by the way. Assault is probably the most played class for a reason. It has some of the best guns, great utility, and ridiculous explosive power. But to maximize it, you need to play like an explosive pressure machine, not just another rifleman. Now, Assault perks. You've got Munition Specialist, Grenadier, Demolisher, and Vanguard, all of which are pretty good. If you're playing solo and you just want to rack up kills, Vanguard is probably your pick. It reduces the movement speed penalty while shooting, which means you can strafe harder, dodge more shots, and stay mobile while beaming people. Especially against snipers, this can make a real difference. Now, if you're more focused on team value and objective pressure, explosives are usually the better choice. Demolisher gives you more carrying capacity, which obviously is excellent for Assault. More explosives means more pressure, more destroyed cover, and more chances to completely swing a fight. Grenadier Bombardier is also strong, especially on bigger conquest maps. The increased throwing distance pairs really well with impact grenades, but it does take getting used to. Your muscle memory will be off at first, you'll overthrow things, you'll miss easy throws, but once you get a feel for it, you can start landing grenades from nasty angles. Munition specialist though? Honestly, I wouldn't bother. More ammo boxes sounds useful, but in practice, it's not worth giving up the other perks. It really feels like this perk needs a redesign. Something like an ammo replenishing aura for nearby teammates would be way more interesting. But right now, I'd skip it. For Assault, my simple recommendation is Vanguard for solo aggression, Demolisher or Grenadier for team pressure, and just ignore the munition specialist unless it gets changed. Okay, next up, Medic, the Desmond Doss of the team. You can top the scoreboard with 0 kills because medics win games. I say it all the time on stream, medics win games. Now, the medic gets assault rifles and SMGs with either med packs or the stim gun, and the defib paddles for revives. And I cannot stress this enough, there are never enough medics. If your team has good medics, pushers keep moving. If your team has no medics, everyone dies once, respawns are miles away, and the entire attack collapses. So your job is to keep people alive, revive down teammates, and maintain momentum. Now, a good medic is a massive asset. You should be staying near your squad, playing around cover, and sitting more in the middle or the back of the pack. You're not meant to be the first person through the door every single time, because a dead medic is no good to anyone. Now, your value comes from surviving long enough to keep everyone else alive. So, weapon choice. This is important. Use an AR. There is very little reason to use an SMG on Medic right now. Assault rifles are just more flexible. You can fight at close range, mid-range, and still defend yourself at distance when you need to. But try not to take too many long-range fights because Medic has one big problem: ammo. You will run out fast. So stay near assault players, call out for ammo, and ask your squad. Forefront has a pretty good community, and most players are happy to help. Sometimes they just need a little reminder. So if you're playing solo, Scavenger can help, but it does not fully solve the ammo problem. You'll still need ammo packs. Now, revives. Don't just blindly sprint into every downed teammate. I'm guilty of this. I do it sometimes. You should always check the area first, even talking to the downed person. Is it safe? If the enemy is still watching the body, you're probably just going to die too. So time your revives, use cover, and clear the angle if you need to. And when you're charging the defib, here's my suggestion. Only shake one hand. Seriously, if you're shaking both hands like a madman every time, you're just going to tire yourself out after a couple of revives. So use one hand and conserve your energy. Now, there are 2 ways to think about reviving. If you want maximum XP, you can half revive someone and then heal them afterwards for that little bit of extra XP. But if you want maximum effectiveness, full charge the revive, then stim them so they can get out of danger immediately. That is the winning strategy. Full revive, stim, move. It's all about momentum. Keep the push alive. Keep people topped up and keep yourself alive, most importantly. And if you do have to lead the charge, juice up first. Stim yourself. Make sure your allies are actually following, and don't just sprint into the entire enemy team by yourself. You are valuable. Play like it. And then do push-ups.
I love that.
1, 2, 3. Okay, the perks. Medic perks are Field Medic, Healing Specialist, Combat Readiness, and Scavenger. If you're playing solo, Scavenger is the obvious pick. It lets you resupply some ammo from dead enemies, which helps a lot, especially because Medic runs dry so quickly. But again, it does not completely solve the problem. You'll still want ammo packs wherever possible. If you want to be a proper team medic, Field Medic is a great choice, especially combined with the stim gun. You get increased movement based on the defib charge level, which means you can absolutely hoof it around the battlefield, get into down teammates. It's genuinely fun, and your team will love you for it. Healing Specialist gives you more active med kits, but if you're using the stim gun, it does nothing. So for a lot of players, this one is pretty underwhelming. Again, I'd love to see this redesigned into some kind of healing aura, because I think that would fit the class so much better. So Combat Readiness is actually pretty useful, especially in Rush. When you revive an ally, it reloads their gun as well as yours. Now that might not sound crazy, but in chaotic revive chains, having a full mag when you stand back up can be the difference between surviving and instantly dying again. So, for medic, scavenger if you're solo, field medic if you want to zoom around saving people, combat readiness for hectic rush revives, and healing specialist is only really useful if you're committing to med packs. And again, I'd mostly ignore this one. It's the Auger, brother. The Auger is the Pilot Destroyer 9000. Now we get to Engineer, the anti-vehicle specialist. Engineer gets SMGs and shotguns with the RPG or Talon, grenades or anti-tank mines. Now there's a reason Engineer gets weaker infantry weapons. You are not meant to be the strongest infantry fighter on the field. You are the vehicle guy and the anti-vehicle guy. If you're playing Engineer, especially in Conquest, you should be thinking about vehicles constantly. Get in a tank, get in an APC, get in a helicopter, repair friendly vehicles and destroy enemy vehicles. That is where this class gets real value. If you just run around as infantry all game with an SMG, you're limiting yourself. Engineer is at its best when vehicles are involved. Personally, I recommend running the RPG as your main anti-vehicle tool. Yes, the Talon is better for shooting helicopters in the obvious way, and shooting choppers with the RPG is hard, but the RPG lets you deal with everything on the battlefield. Tanks, APCs, AA vehicles, ground threats, random walls, and yes, sometimes choppers too. And when you do hit a helicopter with an RPG, my god, it feels good. The problem with running the Talon is simple. If a tank rolls up, you feel useless pretty fast. So my recommendation is main the RPG. Fire at choppers from time to time, you'll be surprised with how many you actually hit. Mines are also very useful, especially if you're not someone who throws a lot of grenades. Put anti-tank mines on key vehicle routes. Main roads are a good start, and the big thing, mines persist through death. So you don't need to keep replacing them every time you respawn. So place them properly and bunch them close together. You need 3 mines to kill an MBT. So don't spread them out too much. Keep them tight enough so that the vehicle actually triggers the whole stack. Now, engineers also get a drone and repair tool. As a vehicle main, I basically always run the repair tool. The drone can be useful with teamwork, but if you're playing solo, the gameplay can get dry very fast. You're often just sitting there, waiting, spotting, hoping someone does something with the information. The repair tool is more active, more reliable, and more valuable in random matches. Use it. Call out to friendly vehicles, hey, I can repair you. You'll be amazed how often they stop immediately and thank you like you just saved their entire family. A good repair engineer can keep a vehicle alive way longer than it should be. And the repair tool also does damage. So if you run out of rockets and you're desperate, get in close and drill the tank down. It's rare, it's stupid, and it's dangerous. But when it works, it is beautiful. And yes, it even damages infantry. For guns, I recommend the SG5 as the best all-round option. It gives you the most flexibility in most situations. The Crate V is a close second, but for me, SG5 is the safer pick. Just remember, as engineer, your gun is not your main identity. Your value is vehicles. Use them, repair them, destroy them. All right, perks for engineer. Nobody. You gonna start barking while I'm in the middle of my monologue? Come on, my little Pookie. Come on. No barking, okay, buddy? Just for a little bit. Give me 5 minutes. Thanks, buddy. Okay, let's get back to this. Engineer perks. Saboteur, Mechanic, Jump Starter, and Flak Jacket. Now, Mechanic is the mainstay. If you are in a chopper, tank, APC, or basically any vehicle, Mechanic is huge. It passively regenerates occupied vehicle health, which means you can pull away from a fight, reposition, and just heal up over time without always having to hop out and risk your life. It's huge. That matters a lot because the last thing you want to do is donate a valuable vehicle to the enemy team. Mechanic keeps you alive, keeps your vehicle in play, and makes your pilots and drivers love you. Now, Flak Jacket is also great, especially in Rush. There are explosions everywhere in Rush, so reduced explosive damage can absolutely save your life. Saboteur is more situational, but it can be very strong when you're dealing with a skilled enemy pilot or vehicle crew. Now, damaging vehicles reduces their repair rate, which is especially useful when you're sitting in an AA and trying to finish off a good pilot who has the repair passenger. If they're repairing too fast, Saboteur helps stop them from surviving your pressure. It's not my default pick, but when the enemy has a strong vehicle player, it becomes much more valuable. Jumpstarter though? Don't bother. You gain a burst of movement speed after repairing, but the number of times this actually makes a meaningful difference is tiny. It sounds fun, but in real matches, it rarely matters. So for Engineer, Mechanic is your default, Flak Jacket for Rush, Saboteur for skilled enemy vehicle crews, and ignore Jumpstarter.
Oh, here we go. We're getting them now.
I got a kill! All right, Recon. You thought I was going to have some deep spiritual wisdom here? Pfft, hell nah. I almost have no advice for this campy-ass class. My ADHD brain physically prevents me from sitting still long enough to get good at Recon. Now, I know some of you love sniping. I respect it. Kind of. From a distance, which is exactly where you people are hiding. But honestly, if you want a serious Recon guide, you're better off checking out someone who actually plays the class properly. Not me, because me giving sniper advice would be like a fish teaching someone how to fly a helicopter. All I'll say is this. If you're playing Recon, please actually help your team. Don't just sit 400 meters away missing shots while the objective gets overrun. Pick valuable targets. Watch lanes, spot enemies, cover your squad, and for the love of everything, don't spend the whole match role-playing as a bush. That's my Recon guide. You're welcome. So, that's the class breakdown. Assault is your explosive pressure class, keep ammo down, blow up cover and push hard. Medic is your momentum class, revive, heal, stim, and keep the team alive. Engineer is your vehicle class, repair friendlies, destroy enemies, and stop armor from controlling the match. And Recon is a choice. But no matter what class you play, the big thing is understanding your role. Don't just pick a class because of the gun. Pick it because of what your team needs. If everyone is running out of ammo, go assault. If the push keeps dying, go medic. If vehicles are just farming your team, switch to engineer and take him out. And if you feel a deep spiritual calling to sit on a hill and miss people, go Recon. And that's Forefront. Classes matter, roles matter, momentum matters. Now, I'm live every day, guys, so come say hi on stream. I re-chat regularly and respond to everyone. Or at least I try. Thanks for watching. My name's Max, but you can call me Cloud, and I will see you on the front lines of battle. A little bit different this time. Alright, I'm out of here.